you very much. And first of all, I want to thank Brenna and Sarah and Keris for having done so much to make this demo happen, to make the demo happen last year and to carry on this fight. And Brenna is struggling with a very, very sore back and has come out of her sick bed to be here today. So we can give her a big round of applause especially. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming here today, for continuing to show your support against this appalling policy. This policy was snuck in by the UK Tory government. They wanted to make sure that nobody knew about this. At every stage, they have tried to hide this policy. The consultation Brenna mentioned, they brought the results of that out on the day of Trump's inauguration, when they knew the eyes of the world were looking elsewhere. They have avoided scrutiny at every turn. And when they get scrutiny, they can't answer for it. And we saw that this week when Esther McVey was put under the spotlight by Alison Johnson, the Green MSP for Edinburgh. And I thank Alison for those questions that she asked she asked Esther McVey, because she couldn't answer them. And she tried to justify it. She tried to say that the rape clause was extra support for women. Is it extra support for women? No! Is it compassionate in any way? No! Is it some kind of way that women can talk about the difficult things they've gone through? No! This government does not understand the situation that women are being put in by this policy and by their other policies. 86% of the cuts that have come through austerity have come to women's pockets. They are putting women in danger by the policies that they are implementing. Now, this is the rape clause form, for those of you who haven't seen it. It says, support for a child conceived without your consent. Who do they think wants to fill in a form like that? You have to go through this form. You have to put your child's name on this form. You have to declare that you're not living with the parent of that child. And we know that if women are forced to leave an abusive partner, that is the most dangerous time. That is the time when most women who leave their partners are murdered. Women are being put at risk by this policy, by this government, and they know that. That's the most despicable thing, because we told them. All the respondents to that survey told them that. The House of Lords told them that. The BMA, the Royal College of Nursing, the social work agencies have all told them that, and they know that, and they are still pursuing this despicable policy. So we need to raise our voices and make sure that they do not forget this policy, that we can make a change with this policy and we can get rid of it altogether. Because this policy stands part of the two-child cap. This is the limitation to tax credits to the first two children in a family. And this is something the Scottish Parliament cannot change, because it's tax credits, it's reserved, it belongs to the UK government. So we cannot change it, we cannot top it up. So we need to fight it every step of the way, and it's Westminster that need to change it, and they need to change it for every woman affected by it, every woman in the UK, and we need to stand up for them wherever they may be. And we'll hear about Northern Ireland later on, which is a particularly despicable and dangerous situation, but we'll hear about that later on. So we need to keep fighting on this issue, because if the government think that they get away with cutting tax credits, what comes next? Ladies and gentlemen, people who've come here tonight, will it be child benefit? What will they come after next? This is our welfare state, and we must defend it. It is a human right. It belongs to all of us, and we have to defend it. So we have seen this government U-turn. This government has no majority anymore. It has no majority for this policy, and they are the only party that is supporting it in the Parliament. Even the DUP don't support this policy. So we need to keep pushing them. We need to push them into a U-turn. We need to make them scrap the two-child cap, scrap the rape clause, keep campaigning everybody, and thank you so much for coming along.